It's like 15%, 3 dead. So now we've got this set up. Yeah, well, the battery is starting to fade anyway in general. I mean, the phone is now closing in on all 3 years old, which for a phone is kind of ancient. So now we're back. And yeah, so I've got one more person to talk to, and every time I get ready to talk to him, either someone talks to him first or we've got people. So Aaron is left to speak to, and I will do that in just a minute. But so yeah, we've got, but this is what we got, Chad. This is the experience of Origins. You are here live. And let's see, me.
Yes, thank you so much.
Hello. There's me. So yeah, so we are here looking out at Origins more generally, and someone is coming over with a book to sign. I can tell. I know that look. Although it's assuming I have my pen. No, I do have my pen. Good. There we go. How's the con been for you?
Very well. How about you?
Pretty well, thank you.
That's good.
There's me.
There's you. Great. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of the day.
Same.
Thank you.
All right, so signing's done. This is continuing to rise in battery level, I think. Yep, 11%. 11% and climbing, so we're actually getting there. Yo, my breakfast sandwich. Geez, 10, I totally forgot. How could I have forgotten my breakfast sandwich? You're right. My free breakfast sandwich. Oh, thank you, thank you. This is my Constitution tie, by the way. It's actually got the writing of the Constitution on it, and I thought it would be useful just in case certain American officials have forgotten what that's all about. Basically, so. All right, here we go. So here's the sandwich. We got your egg. You got a little bit of your cheese. Actually, that's maybe overboard on the cheese. You got 2 sort of sad pieces of ham. I guess that's not too bad on cheese. Thank you, Unjix. Thank you. So, I should have changed this to live eating, but good stuff. Oh, he's free.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you brought breakfast.
Mm-hmm. This is from the free perks thing that we got.
Yeah, I know. I got one of those.
I used it today. I got this. I got that. Do I have the pocket watch? Really?
Yep, right here.
Really? Okay, so you got the, okay. It's on me. Hold on a second. Chad, look at this. Pocket watch. It's my first ever pocket watch I got back in 1992.
Heroin now.
I get +2 to Constitution. Yes, I do. All right. Now I can actually say hi properly to Aaron. So this is Aaron Rosenberg, a friend of mine. We drove out together, and also, of course, a wonderful writer, and far too prolific for his own good. Too many damn books. No. Yeah, and actually I'll move in front so you can take a look at the table. So Aaron, I know that we spoke to you at Farpoint also,
yep.
But talk to me a little bit about, I just asked the last few, asked Tim and Mike this as well. Talk about how conference attendance has changed for you, convention attendance over the years, because I was thinking about that walking in here, about how different an experience it's got to be for people that did it for a very long time. And I've been doing it for maybe 12, 13 years, but you've done it a lot longer. So what's different now than it used to be in general, not necessarily just Origins?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Well, I mean, obviously the biggest difference for me is just, the different roles that I played through it. I mean, I started attending cons in the 90s or so, as just a gamer fan. Actually, my first con I attended was in New York when I was 14.
Which was that Icon?
No, it was in New York City. Isaac Asimov was there signing.
Really?
And we happened to be up, my family's from New York, so we were up visiting my grandparents, and my dad saw it just in the paper and said, hey, do you want to go to this convention? I never been to a convention before.
Wow.
He literally dropped me off, left me there, came back and got me at the end of the day. Just spent the whole day just wandering around the con, having no idea what was going on, just absolutely blown away And it wasn't until the very end that I found that Isaac Asimov was there and was signing. And it just so happened that my sister was reading Pebbles in the Sky at the time. So when she came to get me, I was in line. I was just going to have him sign a piece of paper, so I didn't care. And she had a copy of Pebbles in the Sky on the paper to be able to sign. So that was actually my first con experience.
Wow.
You know, so then I went to cons off and on throughout the years, more and more in college and things like that, just as a gamer and fan. And then in the mid-90s, I started publishing games. So I started going as a publisher. So it's very different to be on the other side of the table.
Okay.
You know, to watch everything going on, and also be focused on, you know, trying to sell books and trying to do product and stuff like that. You know, and as a publisher, you're really trying to get all of them out the door as quickly as possible.
Right.
You know, then I started having booth staff, so then it was a matter of training and managing booth staff and things like that. You know, and since then, obviously, I've segued out of the RPG side more and more. I still do a little bit, but I don't publish things anymore. And so now it's just as a writer. You know, and it is a very different feel. It's much more relaxed for me. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm always sell the books, but you know, it's more about connecting with people. You know, if somebody comes up and says, "Oh, I have this book. This is awesome," that's every bit as good, if not better, than having somebody come up and buy it.
Yeah.
You know, because they go always think next year, you know, those people who bought it would be the ones coming back and telling me this was great, I loved it.
Yep.
You know, and that's the real thrill. I mean, there's just, you know, when you're writing, it's such a solitary experience. Connecting to the fans in person is just an amazing thing. And that's what reminds you that this is why you're here.
Yeah.
You know, it's for every you know, 3 weeks that you spend hunched over the computer by yourself, you know, cursing everything in sight and wishing, why can't I write a decent sentence? You know, those two people who came up to you and said, I love this book, and the other one says, that looks awesome, I can't wait to read this.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's rewarding. So,
That's cool.
you know, and it's also, you know, I have been doing this for a while, so obviously I've been covering Origins for, what, 4 or 5 years now.
I think so, yep.
You know, so obviously, like, we all know each other. In Origins is very relaxed, very friendly. We all hang out. You and I do back and forth together.
Yep.
Survive all of Pennsylvania.
All the billboards.
All the billboards. You know, and it's just such a good time. I mean, it's just, you know, there's space here, as opposed to Gen Con and some of the others, to sit and relax a bit and hang out and just have a nice time.
Yep.
You know, so even though it's kind of a working vacation, it's still a vacation for me. Because it's a chance to recharge, get away, come back and spend it.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people come back from these things really pumped up to actually do it. How do you feel, has Origins itself for the last 4 or 5 years any different from when you first started coming here that you've noticed or not?
You know, probably not that much that I can see. I mean, I know some of the composition of some of the groups has changed. You know, we're sort of, you know, our own little thing over here.
Yep, we're all just our corner. Yep.
And that has certainly, I mean, we've changed configuration, we've changed location. You know, this year we're in a different hall instead of the old one we were in before.
Yep.
But at the same time, you know, it's still, you see a lot of the same faces, which is really nice. Both in the crowd as well as behind the tables. I mean, you see a lot of the same exhibitors year to year, you see a lot of the same attendees year to year.
Yeah.
You know, and that's refreshing. It's really, you know, it's like old home. Like you're seeing people that you know.
Yep. Some people that you only see actually at these things, so it's just like this is the place where you see them, you know, like.
Yeah, and of course it's very funny that, you know, you and I almost never see each other.
I know. We live in the same city. Well, this is like us with Rob, right? Like I still haven't met Rob face to face. He does my like Twitch thing, but John's met him, and like all these other people have met him. I'm like, good God. The big joke is you have to leave New York to actually meet anyone in New York. So I'm getting a question from about the book on the banner behind you, the Corps, Star Trek Corps of Engineers. Der Außenposten.
Yeah, so that's the German version of it, which I love the cover of that, so that's why I put that cover up instead of the American cover. But Starfleet Corps of Engineers was a series that was started by John Orderberg, Keith DeCandido, and it's...
By the way, Keith DeCandido, scriptwriter for Icarus.
Yes,
Sorry.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
And so this is one of the SCE books, and the premise is that basically there's always got to be somebody to clean up the mess. So the Starfleet Corps of Engineers are somewhere between like CSI and like engineering and almost sanitation occasionally, but also like diplomatic and everything else. So after like the Enterprise comes through and makes a mess of whatever it is, in whatever way, people like the SCE have to come in and fix things.
Like solve whatever's left.
Solve whatever's left, smooth things over, get the actual contracts in place, the actual negotiations done, all of that stuff. So it's a really fun series. It started digital only, and we collected them into physical books.
That's cool.
And it's great because there's a lot of different stories in it. So mine are almost entirely CSI style because I like that a lot. So they're more mystery based and stuff like that. Some of the others are much more about diplomatic. Some of the others are much more about like ethical quandaries.
Yeah,
like that.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really interesting series.
And they have a lot of people talk about. Well, there's actually a couple of questions here. So one of them was, I see StarCraft too. Well, Aaron has written for Warcraft, for StarCraft, for Warhammer, for like all kinds of tie-ins for Star Trek. I already mentioned lots of things. Lego Star Wars. That's right, Lego Star Wars. He's got a crossover. So he's done about stuff. And then so Unjix asked, what are you? Which book are you most proud of, or what was your favorite character to write?
So my favorite character, right, is definitely Duck Bob Spinowitz.
Okay.
This is the first Duck Bob Spinowitz novel, No Small Bills, which is also my first original novel. So that's probably the one I'm proudest of, even though I like to think I get better with every book. So I would say that probably Digging Deep, which is my most recent novel, is my best novel in terms of quality. But there's also just something about Duck Bob that he's just a fun character to write with him. I just finished writing the fourth and final Duck Bob novel, so I've done 4 novels of him. 3 or 4 short stories.
Too small for Wicked Ink.
And he's just, because he has no filter whatsoever, he's a very well-meaning individual, he's got a very good heart. He doesn't think all that highly of himself, but he's actually smarter than he gives himself credit for, but he has no filter whatsoever. So everything he thinks comes right out of his mouth immediately, and that's just fun to write. He wanders into situations, makes a mess of things, and then somehow always gets through it, because he is smarter than he thinks he is, and he is good intention and good nature, and it does generally work out.
Yeah.
But, in very strange, very silly ways. So he's one of those characters I can just let loose and follow and see where he goes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can tell him what to do.
Yeah, and I can confirm that the first. Yeah, I said so. Unjix says he's going to check it out. Awesome. I can confirm that. Yeah, the first novel, same thing. Like for the Third Sign, I have. I'd like to think that I've gotten better in the last 9 years or whatever since it came out. But there is something about the first novel that you do that really sort of sticks with you always. There's always a fondness for it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although in Aaron's case, that's 7 million books ago. But for me, it's only a few. Do you have any other questions, Chad? Doesn't sound like. All right, so if they want to find out everything about Aaron Rosenberg online, where do they go?
Best place to go is either crazyinkpress.com or Griffin Rose, Gryphon,
which is right there, right?
Yep.
GriffinRose.com, and at Griffin Rose, you'll sometimes see Aaron and I tweeting at each other about stuff on occasion.
Yep.
And you'll be able to see that there.
I'm on Facebook. If you look for me on Twitter or Facebook, you're mostly going to see what chapter I wrote last night, what my kids are up to, what kind of movies I've seen recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fun stuff. The fun stuff. All right, I'll let you sell to these fun people. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah.
See you then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron. Okay. So we're going to swing over here past these 2 fine gentlemen. All right. All right, guys, that's pretty much everybody. So we just about hit everyone. Kid updates are fun. Yeah, they are. On Twitter. Yeah, that's right, Echo. Yep. So cool. Now we've had a chance to actually speak to just about all the authors here and sort of get a sense of more of kind of what the library looks like. The thing about the library for me is that it's I started doing the symposium before I started doing the library. So the symposium is larger. I don't know why I'm having trouble like getting myself centered. The symposium is larger. And there's a lot more programming, there's a lot more people in general because Gen Con is larger. Gen Con now is like 70,000, something like that. Origins is more like 15 to 20. And so the size of the whole thing is smaller. But I agree that Origins, Gen Con, I'm just like, it's all business stuff a lot for me. I'm running around from place to place. I'm meeting with publishers and, I'm doing signings and panels and all that stuff. And I do some panels and workshops here too. But in between, I'm here at my booth, I'm selling stuff, I'm chatting with the other authors, I get to actually have dinner with them, go play games with them, shockingly, go play games with them and stuff after. So the library is kind of neat. And the other thing, I've talked about this before, is that Gen Con is always towards the end of the summer. So when Gen Con's over, I'm always like, ugh. And it's not because, I mean, I love teaching, but you know, I'm kind of like, well, man, summer's almost over, blah, blah, blah. Whereas this one, it's over, and I'm like, oh, hell, it's only June. Like, I still have Gen Con and other conferences and stuff I can do, so that's always neat. So I dig it. And I have another person who's coming over here, wants me to sign a book. I know this look. Right? Okay. Oh, and I'm the last one.
Yes.
I am the final signer.
Final piece of the puzzle.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
All complete. Thank you. You bet Timmy Cezanne plays a mean D&D? Well, I can tell you, I haven't played D&D with Tim, but I can tell you that Aaron plays D&D very well because I've played it with him, and we're going to be doing it again. You guys remember that I wrote that adventure called Night at the Forbidden Library. So the whole crew is returning, joined by one extra person, and it's going to be Return to the Forbidden Library once I write it, which I haven't done yet. I'm not going to write that until next month because I got too much going on. So, signature collectors, yep. So, but I need to see if I can track down the Alligator Alley people, Rich and Brian, because I saw them yesterday, but I haven't seen them yet. I hope the volume is okay for you guys. I hope you guys are able to hear it okay. I've also seen a lot of people here who are responding, of course, to the Pride thing. I know, Echo, I know. I thought I was going to see him at my show, my concert that I did a couple weeks ago in the city, but he wasn't able to come. Okay, that's cool, Ada Burke, yeah. And I know it's going to be a little low with the person speaking. It's not bad considering the circumstances of it being a single phone. I saw somebody talking before about doing, like, getting me a whole rig, like, you know, backpack. But the thing about it is that for me, it makes a huge difference being lightweight in terms of being able to broadcast. Because if I am able to just hold the phone in front of me and broadcast, people are able to focus on my eyes directly, which is much more natural than having to look at the camera. You know, they're looking at me, and that's much more natural, and they're a lot less freaked out about it. You know, some of them, they can. Some people, when they see the big red light and the camera and everything, they're like, ah. But if it's just a phone, it's not as big a deal. So I kind of don't want a full rig like that. Now, I would like something, as I've said before, that was a little bit, I don't know, that would allow me to not just stream on the phone, but stream from the phone to something else, like wireless. But that's not always easy to do. But I am going to upload the videos to my YouTube. That's probably not going to happen for a few days though, since I'm away. I may be streaming tonight. I don't know. It depends on how things go. I'd like to actually live stream a board game with some of the folks here, and I might do that. We'll see how things work out. Also, I'm going to need to make sure I go back to my room and have my charger because I love this battery. This battery pack right here, and Anchor doesn't need to at all sort of, you know, sponsor me. That's fine. This battery pack, which is Anchor, is awesome. I love this thing, but it takes a while to charge. Once it charges, though, it lasts for a while. It does like 3 or 4 full charges, and it's fast charge. So if I put this in, like right now, this thing is already up to 17%, and it's been doing that while charging. If I wasn't doing anything and the phone was just off, this would charge like 30% in half an hour. So it goes pretty quick. And so I love this thing. But, you know, I mean, I have to carry that around, and I'm going to be using that, a lot of it, to charge up the phone right now, so. Oh, you were joking? Well, there are people, though, who do that. Like, HyperRPG has been showing the head of HyperRPG, Zach, and Malika got married. And so they've been showing their honeymoon in Thailand. And so he's been live streaming a ton of it, and I think he's got a rig like that. It's nice, too. It's a nice setup. I don't think I would take Twitch with me on my honeymoon. Like I might take 1 hour and I might be like, hey Twitch, here, what's going on? But as much as I love all of you, pretty sure I'd be focused on just hanging out with my wife. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, but yeah, I mean the quality and all that's really good. So yeah, there are people who do it. Laterberg. That seems to be another media outlet. What do you mean? No, Hyper RPG is a channel on Twitch. Is that what you mean? So I've sold, let me see, I've sold a couple of anthologies. I've sold 2 of the extended Icaruses. I've sold, let's see, about maybe 4 of the regular Icaruses. And I have sold out completely of Greyshade. So I had like 6 or 7 copies and sold out of those completely. So that's good. My goal is always to come back home much lighter than I left with stuff. So yeah, honeymoon video. Oh, that's a I see what you're saying. Yeah. Different kind of video for sure. What is my take on the following authors? William Z. Dietz, Graham McNeil. Honestly, I'm not familiar at all with hello. Right now, they're just speaking to me. But I don't know a lot about William or Graham. Obviously, I know the names. Jeff Grubb is solid.
Secrets.
That's right. Right now, someone just came by. Prominent game designer. So I don't really have a lot of opinion about that, Echo, because I don't really know them very well. Except that Jeff Grubb is very well known, obviously, as a D&D guy. But the other ones I have not really read. I mean, I know the names, I just haven't read them. Hey, what's up, Slaying Pigeon? Slaying Pigeon. Now, do you typically slay? Do you go out of your way to slay pigeons? Is this revenge for what they've done to you, or I'm just curious? Also, I apologize for eating on stream, but I need to continue to fuel myself. Pigeons are your mortal enemies. Yep, Echo. And Pete DeCandido wrote some StarCraft ones as well. Hi from Ukraine. Well, hello. Hi from Columbus, Sarvolks. Hi from Columbus, Ohio. And welcome into Origins. I've just spent some time interviewing and talking to authors. I will probably go out in a little bit. I'll look at some other booths here. But at the moment I'm refueling is what I'm doing. Can you go there? I'm sure you can. You could get a flight from Kiev and you could fly to the Columbus International Airport. And you could, if you left now, you could probably get here for Sunday. Are there any kebabs at the convention? No, but I did have kebabs before I left. I live in New York City, so. Hello, how are you? Will they let your wife go with you? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not up on that kind of knowledge. She's young. I'll bet she is. It's better than fainting on screen.
What?
It's better than painting on screen. Exactly. I have someone who claims to be from Ukraine who is asking whether he can come to Columbus and whether they'll let his 15-year-old wife come with him. I'm sure it's a legitimate, totally from Ukraine, believable, right? Oh no, I won't. I'm in no danger of fainting because I'm having this delicious and free breakfast sandwich.
Really, any food?
Yeah. including and this bottle too. They're like, yeah, the bottle and the cooler. I'm like, there were 2 bottles. There's small and a large, but I'm like, they didn't specify.
Right, no, just say one non-alcoholic beverage and one food item of choice. They have to go over there for lunch, basically.
Yeah, I mean, now, in fairness, there aren't a lot of choices beyond what I got. They have some bagels and stuff, but it's not like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm fine with just getting like a candy bar or whatever,
Yeah, but they definitely have that, yeah. What I said about Icarus earlier, maybe the Bajoran light ship Sisko travels with his son. Oh, is that, in Deep Space Nine, is there a ship called Icarus? A Bajoran light ship? I can see. I don't know a whole lot about Deep Space Nine. I don't, you know.
I didn't watch a lot of Deep Space Nine, unfortunately.
Oh, all right.
They kept moving it around when it was on the air for me, so I would never find it.
Right.
It's a very weird thing. They would be on like 10 some nights, and then they move it to like 9.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't follow that.
Is that on Echo? Is that on Deep Space Nine? The Bajoran light ship? Because I was going past the row of the mechs that they have out there, and one of them was called the Icarus, and I was like, oh, Icarus, and then I'm like, would you want to be in like any kind of vehicle called Icarus? Like, we know what happened there, right?
Right, yeah, you totally would. That'd be yeah.
So it is in Deep Space Nine. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I don't know. Season 3, episode 22. Wait, so Sisko and his son, is the episode called Icarus or is the ship called Icarus? Sisko and his son actually fly in a ship called Icarus? He needs to get up on his mythology. That is not a... I'd rename that bad boy immediately, like Steady Griffin Flyer or something, like straight ahead, no waves. 747. Something like that.
You're like naming your ship Achilles.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, what do you mean? There was
like
an
some things
untended spot in the back that has complete
Yeah.
no shielding whatsoever.
There's just some things I wouldn't name a ship the Hindenburg. Like, I just wouldn't do these things. It's not, the Titanic would not be my first choice. Totally reliable, totally reliable winged horse. Exactly. Never fail paper airplane. Actually, no, paper's not good enough. Never fail straight ahead. Oh, okay, so Sisko tells his son. Okay. I thought you meant the ship was called Icarus, and I'm like, that's troubling. One of the cool things has been, I think I mentioned that there's the big Pride Parade that marches really outside the convention center. So inside they have tons of ribbons and things like that, bandanas, flags, all Pride flags. There's going to be a counter protest too, so I hope that all works out okay and nobody gets hurt. But it's very cool for me to see the amount of that going on here, where it just becomes a part of the norm, and you just have pride flags, and you just have, I think that's really, really cool. And it's important because gaming and science fiction and fantasy, but also gaming, is a place where really there ought to be a sort of feeling of wonder and what if we were better people, essentially. And the first step towards becoming better people is towards letting go of our bigotries. And this is a step towards that. I think many of us have, but there's many of it left to be done. So I think it's neat to kind of see that openly. Again, I'll take a couple more bites and then I'll bring you guys out onto the floor with me and we'll take a look around. Sorry about the sandwich. Yeah, it's like, I think on top of the immorality of it, hatred is impractical. It's so impractical. It's such a waste of time to be involved in hatred. It's such a waste of time, on top of how bad it is. Aaron, you know what I have not seen a lot here? Costumes. I haven't seen many costumes this year.
Well, I saw a store on the way in, but not so many.
They're like shirts and stuff, but not like, And I know, I know that it's not. I know that this wasn't like the focal point, the way that it was at Dragon Con or something like that. But I remember even at Gen Con there were a lot of costumes, and I thought there were more here too, but not so much this year. So.
Yeah, there's one right now.
Oh, there's one. Well, I mean, here and there, but not,
No, there's not a ton of them. You're right.
So. I used to have a couple of regular viewers that are cosplayers, and I don't know if I have any of those in here right now. Do you guys do any cosplay in here? Or not? Oh yeah, of course, Echo. No, but I'm glad you told me because it reminded me that when I literally spoke to him about that when I saw him on Thursday, and he had said, "Oh yeah," he's like, he had a lot of things been going on, and he said that he needed the actual email address rather than trying to go through Discord. So that was on me. You have, but not recently. All Eastern fandoms too. So wait, explain what you mean, Ten. What do you mean by Eastern fandoms? I'm curious. Yeah, you know what, Unjix? It's funny. I was just talking to someone about that, about more and more people that are starting to show up in cosplay. See, my feeling about that is I'm not going to bring it up to my players because I don't want to put pressure on them at all. But if my players started showing up in some kind of outfit, I would certainly be fine with it, and I might eventually have to sort of follow suit with like a cloak or something like that. I don't want it to become the singular overall focus because I want people in the players to feel comfortable and to be able to get, not have to do that if they don't feel like the costume side. But if they want to do it, like for example, where you might see it most initially is the Assignment Impossible people. Remember that's starting here next month. And the Assignment Impossible people are like, they are real into this. So I could see them getting dressed up for sure. There you go, Echo. What's up, Nonstop? Hey, what's going on, Michael? Hold on, I'm going to switch the camera around. All right, Michael, say hi to the fine people on Twitch.
Hello, fine people on Twitch.
So this is Michael, who is the head of Clarion Games, and we have spoken about a few things actually here that I cannot talk about. I am not at liberty to say. But Mike, do you want to tell the people who may not know about you, like a little bit about what Clarion does and what you're focused on at the moment?
Absolutely. Clarion Game Studios is a relatively new game company. It came into existence about a year ago. It came out of the imprint that was NSB Games. They run the successful Hull Breach Space Combat card line. It is a wonderful universe. We've got our first novel coming out next year, which is very exciting. We've got our newest expansion on sale, and we just did a very successful Kickstarter for our first individual new game, Dylan Bertolo and John Helfer's new Henchman.
Dylan and John, who are those guys?
Yeah,
those guys.
But they are both here at the convention today, so we've been spending a lot of time. But we've also had some wonderful opportunities to meet with some new people about exciting games. I've got my next 3 years planned out now, so that's been wonderful. But it's a wonderful opportunity to meet great authors like your host right here and have some fun all around.
Right? I'm already getting people reacting to the name, like to the voice, like, oh wow, he's got that, attention Gen Con attendees, like he's got that voice going on.
My years doing books on tape for the blind.
You know what I mean?
They've been working out pretty well for me.
That's good stuff, man. I love it.
Company do all that fun stuff.
So, and I know you mentioned about the thing with Hull Breach. So I wanted to ask, because I've asked a few people. I talked to Mike about this and Tim. You've been doing conventions, I assume, for a long time, like going to a long time.
Yes.
How is convention attendance, do you think? How has the scene changed going to a convention, say, from even 10 years ago to now, in terms of what you see, not just Origins, but anywhere you go to a
That's actually a great question. It's something we've been talking about a lot for the purposes of this weekend.
Okay.
I'm here with a few other companies that have been away for 3 years, 5 years, and everyone is very stunned at the very different feel to everything that we're looking at right now. 10 years ago, it was a much more laid-back opportunity. Origins, especially, this was more of the gaming convention. You'd play games, you'd chat with some people, but then you'd sit down with other designers and play around and be fine. This Origins has been non-stop meetings for many of us. We've seen fantastic games, incredible pitches. The quality of the demos and the prototypes we've been seeing is absolutely stunning. We're still getting in that gaming, we're still having that fun, but we are keeping a great pace. Gen Con as well, as the other major gaming convention in the area right here, we've been seeing attendance grow to the point where these games are selling out instantly. We're seeing a lot of opportunities for us to meet with our fans, meet with other designers, and find out how to better help all of us. So many of us here are all friends. So many of us here are all together, and this is my vacation and my joy, aside from what I do right here. But this is the opportunity for me to meet new people, to play new games, get great new ideas, and this is what's going to keep all of us going for the rest of the year. So it's very exciting.
That's awesome.
It's a very new and challenging area to be in, but it's wonderful to see how these conventions are growing, how attendance is getting a lot more focused, and how everyone's ready to really take the gamer lifestyle together here.
To kind of go. See, I told you guys, he's smooth. Ask him about the enthusiasm is palpable. They said to ask you about costume and cosplays, because one of the things I was noticing is that there is not as much costume. That I don't notice as many costumes here as I have in previous years or other cons. Have you noticed the same thing, or is that just me?
I noticed the exact same thing. I actually just passed a Jedi Big Lebowski with the Dude Abides, and he had the little porg with the glasses right there.
That's awesome.
But we're seeing not as much on the cosplay side.
Yeah.
However, I am seeing some very, very impressive, innovative new cosplays. I saw someone doing Space Above and Beyond, which was absolutely spot on. I've seen some Battletech cosplays. I've seen a lot of interesting cosplays, but it's not as prevalent here as, for example, Gen Con.
Right.
Gen Con, you're going to have the 20-minute parade right there for the gaming hall. It will be beautiful. That's a big opportunity. But Origins has really been a little more gamer focused. Yeah. And on the back end here for the rest of us with the various companies. So never give up on the
cosplay. Will not give up entirely.
My partner right now is wearing the custom-made porg skirt that she has done right here, and she's loving that.
That their booth is open. The booth is over there, though.
Sounds good.
Oh, they say that you're cool. More people are running. You need to be.
People are running to grab.
Okay, I'll come talk to you in a little bit.
We will catch up.
Okay,
Thank you. That
sounds good. That's funny. So yes, I had a chance to talk with Michael a little bit. As you can see, Michael is kind of a force of nature. He's fun, and I can't talk more about stuff that I chatted with him about, but I chatted with him about things and stuff, guys. I chatted with him about business and materials and stuff and things. He said vaguely. So, but yeah, that his enthusiasm cracks me up though. He's just kind of like, well, let me explain to you it's really funny and good. I mean, like, you want people that are excited about this. I'm not wild about snark. Like, I like some snark. I like some fun things at times that are just sort of sarcastic and stuff like that. That's fine. But in general terms, I don't like the jaded, cynical, like, oh, nothing means anything, everything's Deadpool. I find that very lazy in a lot of ways. And it's not to mean, people can be snarky, that's okay. I just don't like it if that's all they are. And so I like to see people that are really kind of enthusiastic and passionate about stuff and are not cynical about it. Like, honestly, guys, if you are a gamer, if you're a person who loves science fiction and fantasy, you're kind of in the wrong business if you're like, who cares about anything? Like, this is about wonder, and there's a place for wonder that still exists in the world. So that's kind of the deal with that happens. Hello, Kilobyte. I should bring him into a D&D campaign. Yeah, he would actually be pretty fun, I bet, in a D&D campaign. That's true. He would be really fun. What's up, Kill? How you doing, man? Oh, and this is Derek Chung, who I talked to recently as well. And actually, you guys remember that we're going to be doing the Emberwind one-shot on my channel, and it's going to be done with John, who is here talking to my left, and also with Derek, who is here with Emberwind. And I might actually get him over here to talk to you a little bit about this in just a minute. Oh, so you took the plunge and got the PS4 Pro? Nice, dude. That's awesome.
But she did put a bunch of extra, so I would have gone.
That's awesome. Let's see how we're doing on. Yeah, battery life is 18%. That's because it's also having to stream while also charging. But it's doing it. It's doing it bit by bit. So it's doing it step by step and bit by bit. Hi, how are you? Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Yeah, still there. So John, who's in the booth right next to me, is sitting down right now. I'm going to have to head over to Michael in just a minute and talk to him.
Hey, Sean, how's it going?
It's going well. I am still talking with my folks right now.
Hey, everybody.
So John is right here next to me, and we've already had a chance to see
I'll
him.
be yakking behind you just to let you know.
Oh, that's fine. Are you going to be yakking about anything super secret? Okay. We did, I think, last year. Yes, I was just doing some live stream Twitch stuff. Sorry about that. Oh, no, that's totally fine. I was chatting with you. They adore your enthusiasm quite a bit. So, do you need to chat with me at all, or no?
Just checking in at the moment. I need to pick apart Dylan a little bit more. We were
Okay,
talking about
okay,
some
cool.
good stuff there.
I will. I don't want to get into details, but I will get you the stuff that we discussed sometime tonight. I will send that over.
Sounds good. I appreciate that because also last night Brent kind of ambushed me at the beginning of the night and said, "Hey, really like what you had." I mean, he played Whole Reach the other night.
Yeah,
with
okay.
us yesterday with us, and he said, "I was very surprised by what I had right here." He said, I want to talk." And it was a very long and very successful
Awesome.
conversation, but nothing that preempts anything that we were talking about.
Okay,
here
cool.
That works out. You were very good right there, but some interesting,
Awesome.
some interesting stuff coming up. Legitimately, I keep joking. I say one more good, solid game pitch, I'm going to be good right into 2021. And I don't know how I feel about that being too on the ball here.
It's amazing. It's one of the reasons why the face-to-face stuff is so important here, because otherwise they get out and you're like, I'd love to help you, but I talked to 20 people last weekend or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. We've been non-stop and fantastic here. Hello. Don't help him. He doesn't have cards.
Apparently, he says that he doesn't have cards. What's wrong?
You've given him pens. You've given him card racks. I'm amazed.
He's been here 15 minutes for the entire conversation.
It's very generous of you. It's just, John, I lent him my pen like all weekend.
To be fair, I wouldn't be here for John first.
All right, that's
Whoa.
If he never put me in contact with you,
Oh, ouch. I'm coming back over here with Greg. You guys have fun over there. You guys chill out over there. John, help us.
so much things
It's still how insufferable he's been. How many great games he sent my way. How many great people he sent my way. That's what your true skill is right here.
right.
Finding out.
It's true that he walks around smugly. He's like, oh, check out my new awesome games.
Well, it's also been 3 months where, hey, I need to talk to you about Greg's thing. And I've been going for the last 3 months. What's Greg's thing? Tell me. We'll talk about it like that. That's great. I need to have some idea about what we're talking about here. I'm fine. I trust you enough. Yeah, I trust you enough that let's talk
Greg's
about
thing.
this. Yeah, whatever.
Just drag. Yep.
Talking to John is always okay. Let me hold on just a second. Let me explain that. No, later. I'll get that later. Let me talk about it right now. Yeah, okay.
He does these little verbal grenades, right? Where he's just kind of like, I get this thing, I'm out. You're like, wait, what was this? What did you just drop here?
Well, that's a great idea. Wait, we can totally sell this. Wait, I have 20 people.
I'll be back
lined
in
up
2 years.
I'll be back later. Right. We'll talk.
Well, that was exactly yesterday with the guy who came over here. And, oh, you missed your 3 o'clock meeting. Was it John Helfer's meeting? Because I didn't think I had a 3 o'clock meeting, and I've got no idea what it's for.
What's in a John Helfer's meeting? That's its own thing, like a John Helfer's
John
meeting.
Helfer's meeting. I'm looking at this poor guy and I'm going, I know I didn't have a 3 o'clock meeting, and I feel terrible as I'm going. I've got no idea what you do. I've got no idea what you want. I'm happy to talk to you, but legitimately I'm sitting down here and yeah, it's probably going to be something cool in the end, but I've got no clue what's going on.
we're just gonna
Once
start
again,
like
a John Helfer's
Every
meeting.
time we pass each other, we're just gonna be like Helfer's moment.
Yeah,
What?
We just
What?
start
What was
passing
that?
people
I don't know.
around, like people come
Helfer's
over. I
moment.
just want to talk to you about your jacket, like your shirt. I love your shirt. Like, what? That's why he sent you here? You know?
Oh, we have a model.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh man, that cracks me up. So wait, what do you mean? So Echo, what is this Arvanauts disc thing? What do you mean by Arvanauts disc? Do I know what this is? Do I know? Oh, you mean the Arvanauts Discord, as opposed to disc? Oh, that Discord. Okay, I thought you were like disc. I'm like, there's their disc. What disc? Thank you, Dan Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been having fun doing this. I was gonna go out to the floor, and I will at some point, but there's a lot of people kind of coming through, and I don't want to just be like, nope, the heck with you. So Flip tables.
Flip tables.
Just go over and flip other tables for no reason. Like just
That table.
run over and flip that. Yeah, exactly. So that people look at it like, well, he didn't really do any damage. It's like he just flipped the table.
I'm so upset about nothing. See, that's the
Right, exactly. There's no reason for this frustration. I had a friend, I don't know if I already told you the story, who got really upset. This was told to me secondhand. He was sitting with a friend of his, and he was really upset. I did happen to know this mutual friend who would have like a short temper, but he also was kind of lazy. So he got really angry at this friend of mine, and they're sitting in a diner, a typical Jersey diner. And he's like, I can't believe you no, that's, and he starts trying to flip the table, but it's riveted to the ground. So he's like, ugh, and he's like, he's like, gave up. He's literally, like, the table was riveted. He's like, nah, it's not worth it. Like, forget it.
Like,
I'm not
knock over
mad.
a napkin instead.
Yeah, no, he just did. He's like, you know, like, forget it. The rage was this quick, you know, and then, oh man. Little piece of your own vocabulary. Okay, I will tell him that. I will tell him that indeed. I will tell him that indeed. All right, so yeah. So if you guys have any questions you want to throw my way about Origins, feel free to do it. I'm going to have another bite or two of my free breakfast sandwich. Oh, that's right, it is. That's right. No problem. My pleasure, Unjux. I'll see you later. Happy Free RPG Day. Happy Free RPG Day, everybody. Hello, gentlemen. How are you? People swimming through, looking at stuff. There you go. Happy Pride Month, yep. And like I said, Echo, Pride Parade today in Columbus. So I have a panel today on networking and promotion, which is going to be at 4, I think. And it is right now. It is about 5 minutes to 12. So yeah, I'll have to remember when we go over to lunch. If I might show you a little bit of that, because we're the North Market here. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Columbus, but the North Market in Columbus, Ohio, is like super cool. Really, really neat. Hello, how are you? It's really cool, and food is delicious. I've eaten there the last couple times. Last couple days, I've eaten some kind of lunch there. I had some fresh pasta. They have a fresh pasta place over there. They've got Indian. They've got Belgian waffles. They have cinnamon rolls that I never get over in time to get because they're always sold out. So I'm sure I'll go over there again today and they'll be like, nope, sold out, like in 5 minutes. I will try, Echo, but we're going to be inside most of the time, so I can't promise, but I will try.
Yeah, I'm starving.
You never starve with the ARB. What's up, Tobik? So yeah, I'll try, Echo. I don't know if I can, but...
Yeah, the only problem is when the Pride Parade hits. I'm not sure we're able to get across the street, but we can probably still make it. Yeah.
Yep. So...
What were you thinking going over?
All right, sounds good.
What were you thinking going over?
No, not cinnamon rolls with raisins. No, they have like, you know, and the thing is then I end up getting something. So they're out of cinnamon rolls. So I go down, I'm like, they don't have cinnamon rolls, but they do have donuts. And so I ended up getting a vanilla donut, which was good, but it's not a cinnamon roll, right? And so then yesterday I tried to go, they're sold out. And I'm like, can I keep an eye on my table? Yes.
We'll go grab some food.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll see you back in a little bit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and then they don't have it again. And hello, how are you? They don't have it again, and so I ended up getting I ended up having to get like a cinnamon sugar pretzel. And cinnamon sugar pretzel is fine, but it's not as good as cinnamon roll. So. Well, it's okay, Tobik. Yeah, I like you anyway. You're just wrong about that. Actually, you know, I don't have a problem with like dried cranberries, really. I guess it's not my favorite thing. But the thing is, whenever I eat dried fruit, I think about how great it would be if I was having the regular fruit. And raisins, which are already dried, failed grapes, are, you know. It was not so good. Yeah, well, it was okay. 10, but it was like a soft pretzel. But it was not, it just wasn't very, it was one of those things where I ate it and I'm like, I bet this would be good if it was a cinnamon roll. You know? Yeah, exactly. I had to take what I could get. Okay, thanks, Echo. I believe it was Genli who won the other book, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. So, yeah. I'm here until tomorrow. We actually, tomorrow we leave, Aaron and I, in the afternoon. I think it's, we're probably leaving here probably about like 4 or 5. So we're going to be getting back like ridiculously late, probably early Monday morning, and I'll probably sleep in quite a bit on Monday. And then I'll be back to, you know, more or less back to normal by Tuesday, I think. So, yeah, the Esper Genesis book, Killbite, that Echo won and I think Genli won during ARFCon, the PDF. So I just need their emails so that I can have Rich send it to them. So, and actually, when we get a chance here, I may try to go over and see the Alligator Alley booth. I might try to do that. Yeah. They also have, thank you, Kilobyte. Yep, these are the banners. Here they are. Yeah, actually, they have True Dungeon here. I don't know if anyone's done that, but True Dungeon is basically like actually going through rooms of a dungeon. There's like a DM in each room. There's like puzzles and combat and stuff like that. I like it. I don't adore it. I think it's gotten a little bit kind of self-important. It's very expensive. It's really obsessed with like these tokens that are like different weapons and stuff, which is not my interest at all. I just want to have the experience, honestly. And you have to play it with friends. Like, to me, playing it with pickup groups is a nightmare because you don't know them and it's like taking too much of a chance for that kind of money. If you play with friends, it's okay. And I played it a couple times and enjoyed it at Gen Con, but they now have a new one at Origins that they're doing. I haven't done it, as I say, because again, money, friends, doing other stuff, but yeah, exactly. That's the way to look at a kill. It's like an RPG escape room hybrid. I mean, it's fine, you know, it's fine, but yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that like there are people who run through these things like literally you walk in a room and they're immediately like whipping out tokens and like showing the dungeon master and being like, I do this, like zip, zip, zip. And then there's other people like me who would like to enjoy the experience and like want to, you know, be immersed in the experience and be like, oh, let me think about the room, let me think about this stuff. Nope, like, so they're too obsessed with tokens. They're too obsessed with, they're just obsessed with like, those people are obsessed with the mechanical aspects of it, which are not interesting to me. Like the way you do combat is literally shuffleboard. So you put these tokens in these little things, and there's like if you fight a monster, they pull out a shuffleboard on which is superimposed like the image of the monster, and then you push down the little shuffleboard things to hit different things, which is like, it's kind of okay, I guess, but like, that is not interesting. Like, that's not real combat. And I don't mean it's not, I shouldn't say that. It's not interesting to me. There are some people who would certainly find it fascinating. But it's certainly not the kind of thing that you're like, oh, if you don't go see this, if you don't do this, you're not doing True Dungeon. And so, you know, for those people who are like, I really want to go do that. Like, So, and I've been through some good ones where there were some cool, like, puzzle rooms and neat stuff. But with that kind of expense, it's the kind of thing I go if I'm invited and if I have friends that are going. So I've probably done it like 4 times or something like that. Who is the master when the room is full of dungeon masters? Yeah, well, I think, actually, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, Lederberg. I think that might be the one that's here. I don't know if it's the one that's here, if it's the one at Gen Con. I don't remember. But yeah, the True Dungeon based on Rothfuss's world. I don't remember which one that is, actually. I don't remember if it's here or it's Gen Con, but I have seen stuff about that, yeah. So. We're kind of deserted right now in this area because a lot of people are going over for lunch, which I will probably do at some point, too. There's LARPing and then there's everything else. What's up, Elias? It has been at Gen Con? Yeah, so maybe it started last year? See, I don't know, Ladyberg. I thought it was actually starting... I thought it was starting this year. It already started last year? You might be right. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. You might totally be right. So I'll show you guys this. So I got my badge, right? It's backwards, but trying to get this badge. So I came in on Thursday morning. I go to the show office where we're picking up our badges. They print out a 4-day badge for me, which is nice of them, but the 4-day badge doesn't get me into the hall before the hall opens. To do that, you need to have booth staff, but they don't put that on. I get back finally. I'm escorted back here by one of the staff, and a bunch of the other authors have, some of them just have their name, some of them have their name with author, some of them have their name and booth staff, none of them have a 4-day badge. And apparently to get some of that stuff, you had to get the stuff that was inside the convention hall. So the only way to get into the hall was to have the badge that you would be getting from inside the hall. So anyway, we finally worked it out. I still never got the author thing on here, but I got booth staff, which means I can now get here wherever I want. So you signed under an alias. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was just kind of like, what? And literally everyone here had a different kind of badge. Like there were like 4 of us, and all 4 of us had different things written on our badges. And I'm kind of like, that can't be right. Like there's no way that's right. So logistics are a thing. All right. So, I think what we're going to do... Yeah, well, some cons, yeah. I think we're going to stick here until Aaron or someone comes back and can cover my booth. And then I'm going to go over and get some lunch. And on the way, I'll stop by the Alligator Rally booth. And I'll hopefully be able to say Rich and Ryan will be there. I'll say hi to them. And then hopefully we can get some, then I can bring you over to the North Market. And you can see what the market's like. And then I'll probably let you guys go after that. And hopefully I'll be back this evening for some streaming game. It's got eggs, ham, cheese, and bread. Last night, chat, I had me some delicious pad thai. Chicken pad thai, bean sprouts, crushed peanuts, chicken, obviously, cabbage, sauce. It's good. And I got the mildest of the mild, okay? Like I got the mildest you could get. And if it had been any more than that, like if it had been any more than that, that spice, it would have been too much. I am such a spice lightweight. Like it's just like, I'm like, please give me the mildest that you have. Hey, what's up, Tagangia? Proper Friday night dinner is pizza. Yeah, it was good. Hello, how are you?
Not too happy. How about you?
All right, thank you. You have Icarus right there on your desk? Nice, dude. Thank you. Well, that's good because I'm running out of them here. We're going to see what happens next in terms of what goes forward with Icarus. I have some things and some people I need to talk to more about it. A Flaos raid. This is a Fleos raid? Wow. Welcome in, Fleos. What's up, Fleos? Hello, people. Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Origins. I am here at the Origins convention, and I am here hanging out. I will reverse the camera. I'll stand up. Show you the booth. So yeah. Hello, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Thank you. So yes, we are here at Origins in Columbus, Ohio. This is day 3. Sales been going pretty well. A lot of business stuff. I have all this stuff that looks like it's going to be good, but I want all of it to get locked down. I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you have like 4 things that are all good possibilities, and none of the 4 things are there, but they're all looking like they will be there. And like I'm just like. So I kind of want to like lock it in place, but in general, I mean, it's been a good con for sure. So welcome, Raiders. What's going on, Evil Lime? Hello to Fleos. Hello to Takanji again. Good to see you all. So I am lock it in exactly. I am here at Origins in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm going to be taking you folks out in a little bit. To grab, Aaron's coming back with food, so I'm going to bring you guys out onto the show floor in just a minute. Earlier today, for those of you who weren't here, I interviewed a bunch of authors in the library, Origins Library. I interviewed John Helfers, many of you know from my channel. I interviewed Tim Zahn of Star Wars fame. I interviewed Mike Stackpole, Ken St. Andre, who is the guest of honor at Origins here, the gamer design guy who worked with Flying Buffalo. They did Tunnels and Trolls and games like that. He was here. Don Bingle, Doc Myers, Dylan Bertolo, who's been on my channel before. Dylan, who is blowing up as a game designer, like big time. The Shadowrun Sprawl Ops game that he designed is currently at $190,000 on Kickstarter. He is freaking bringing it like no one's business, which is super cool. As I say, things I can't talk about might be in the works with Dylan. So, yep, Mike Stackpole, yep. And it was cool. Yeah, in fact, I will show all of you who are not here this book. So this book right here is Mystery. It's reversed, but you know, it's Mystery. This is the Mystery book. Actually, here, let's do it this way. There we go. That's Mystery. I have a story in this anthology. You can see signatures from, where the heck is it? There we go. Signatures, including, where is he? Right there above me is Mike Stackpole, right there. That's his signature. I have a couple more that I have to get. My story is towards the back of this. Right there. Lock and Watt, that's me. There we go. And there's that. Yep. So yeah. So we've got that anthology that we do here every year, and this is going to be coming out. I should say, by the way, I didn't mention this. This book is going to be, I'm going to pick up some copies for myself as print copies, but this book is also going to be available in e-form about 2 weeks after this convention. So you guys could actually get this anthology in digital form in 2 weeks after the convention. So, and it's got Don Bingle, Dylan Bertolo, Ron Garner, who's Sons the Library guy, John Helfers, Taylor Kerr, Nick Corpin, I interviewed him too, Doc Myers, Chantel Amy Osman, Aaron Rosenberg, I spoke to before, Lucy Snyder, I spoke to before, Michael Stackpole, Brian Young, I talked to you before, Tim Zahn, myself. So yeah, it's got a lot of people. Yep, all of those crew. So if you guys like Star Wars, and if you like Star Trek, and if you like science fiction and fantasy, this is the anthology for you. There we go. Lovely. Yep. And you know, it's funny you mentioned that, Jasper, because I have a very strong memory. And again, for those of you who are wondering what's going on, as soon as Aaron gets back to the booth, I'm going to go get some food. So stick with me. We're going to go out to the show floor here in a minute. But I have a very strong memory of walking into the bookstore and seeing in the bookstore when I was a kid, seeing Alan Dean Foster, Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was this Star Wars book. And I've met now, in fact, I even had dinner with some friends and Alan Dean Foster at Farpoint. And I have done workshops now for Michael Stackpole, with Michael Stackpole. I have done several interviews with Timothy Zahn. I've been on panels with Tim. I have been on panels with, Brandon Sanderson, with Pat Rothfuss, with people like, seeing Neil Gaiman, met Neil Gaiman several times. It's wild to me that I've had the opportunity to, these people were just Ed Greenwood, these people that were just like these I don't know, stars in the firmament, right? That I've had the chance to actually interact and connect with them and actually be colleagues with them is wild to me. And every so often you just sort of like look around and you're like, I kind of grew up at some point, and that's kind of neat. So I look forward to doing more with them, getting more stuff out and all that, but it's cool. So it's pretty neat. What's up, Brahms? How you doing, man? You have a copy of Splinter of the Mind's Eye? Yeah. Alan Dean Foster, yep. So, but it's cool. I really, I dig that. I dig that I'm able to do some of that stuff. It's cool. I do miss the kids, though, and my wife. I do miss my family. But I will see them on, I won't see them tomorrow, except because they'll be sleeping by the time I get home, but I'll definitely see them on Monday. And they will come with me to ReaderCon in Boston. They will come with me to Gen Con.
No.
Hello, how you doing?
All right. They will come with me to ReaderCon. They'll come with me to Gen Con. Also, I just got a participant survey from Worldcon in San Jose, so that's good news. Hello, how you doing? So that's good news. And hopefully, so that might be neat if I end up getting into that. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh man, Brahms. The stuff with the sun and sleep continues. You have your dad's copy of the first printing of Star Wars, which was ghost written by Foster. Over the years, covers ripped off. Yeah, I have that somewhere. I think I have the first printing of Star Wars way back in the day. I don't know if it's the first printing. I have the first mass market. I know I have one of the first editions of the mass market Star Wars, because I got that back in the day. I don't remember if it's, I don't know. First softcover. Yeah, that's what I have, yeah. I was going to say, I know I don't have the hardcover, but... But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's good, Brahms. Okay, that's something then. They have, in some cases, Echo, they have 3XL. Now, 3XL on me looks like a tent, okay? Like I usually wear large to extra large. Here he is back. So I usually wear large to extra large, somewhere in there. So yes.
Yeah, it's a Boba Fett sweater. It got cold in here yesterday.
It did. Have you had lunch yet?
No.
What's up, Brad? Would you, you're welcome, you're back. So two people came by, one person looked with interest, but then I was like, hi. So, anyway.
I've got like 30 minutes before I got to do my reading.
Oh, I was going to go over to the North Market. No?
I don't think I've got time.
Okay, that's fine. You just came from the North Market. Okay, I'm going to go over there myself. I wanted to wait till you got back, though.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to, but
okay, that's fine.
I've got 3 panels.
No, you've made your priorities clear, and the priority of Star being a star is more important than friendship, and that's
typical celebrity. Look at him.
Jar Jar Binks went, and you notice, by the way, that no one else started this. Now he's like wearing ties and shirts all over the place. Next thing you know, I'll be walking around vest.
I started doing that long before you. You were not the inspiration.
I promise that's not true.
When I was doing celebrity, like
deathmatch
moderation, like it made it
I felt a lot more comfortable doing presentations that way.
With the Jar Jar time, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I've got to represent.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you're interviewing Carrie Fisher and stuff, like, I mean, that was crazy. So, no, I totally get it. I obviously approve. So
just tearing the tie off.
Was the Pride Parade going on right now? And is it impossible to get through it? Or
no, it was surprisingly easy actually, because I mean, I'm used to thinking New York style parade.
Yeah.
There's no barricades or anything, and it's a very relaxed parade, obviously. So yeah, we just waited for a moment and then crossed the street.
And no one was like, "Hey!" Like,
no, people are going back and forth. No,
okay. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go do that. You should go get food before you do your thing.
Probably just hang out.
Are you tonight going to be interested in playing? Because I'm thinking of maybe live streaming a game and like playing maybe Mysterium or something like that. Are you interested in doing that, or do you have stuff going on?
I am, but I've got stuff going on. I've got to go up to the Club Jade Suite tonight. I think I'm having dinner with Ron and Janine.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
If it's after that, possibly.
Okay.
If I can quash all the guilt about not getting some work done.
Okay. Well, we'll quash that guilt, but
I told you what was going on with Quirk, right?
Yes, you did.
So
yes, you did.
They're like.
Or before you go on, I'm still live streaming. You cool with that? I'm still live streaming. Are you cool with that?
Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Okay, let's talk about that later. But anyway, okay. But quash your guilt. That quash guilt.
Yeah.
But if it's the other stuff like other things, that's fine. But
yeah.
Only unacceptable answer is guilt. That I will accept.
I've got to have a thing in by Tuesday, and I'm here the whole time and on a plane tomorrow night.
Plane is a good time to do this.
It's amazing to me.
It's a very good time to do it.
This convention does not feel like it should be over tomorrow.
I know.
Right?
It does feel like it zipped by. I totally agree. Yep.
It's weird.
Time flies when you're having fun, right? So, all right, I'm going to leave this here, and thank you, Aaron.
Is that like just...
No, like I was informed. I've been really bad at understanding what's going on.
Guys, do you have dinner plans?
No, I was gonna ask you next.
I don't have dinner plans either.
Okay.
So see if there won't have other people around.
Okay.
But I'm definitely up for playing Mysterium tonight.
Okay, good.
Totally up for that.
And I did try to ask some other people who might be able.
I promise I would stop by the Club Jade Suite.
I haven't been there at all, and I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm gonna be on a plane.
Bear with me, chat.
Yeah. So definitely tonight. At least need to stop by and say hi.
Thank you, Echo. Okay, cool. I'll be back.
I'll watch your stuff.
Thanks.
Free stuff.
Go this way. Yeah. Buy one, get all free. All right. Oops. Okay. All right, chat. So we're gonna walk out. We're gonna walk up, and we're going to get some lunch. So you're gonna come with me. Okay. I think I do, Brahms. I'm not sure, but I'll check into that. I think I do. So, all right, we're gonna head through here and see what we've got, people. Okay. So, now at Gen Con, this is 10 times worse than it is here. At Gen Con, this is like completely ridiculous, like trying to get through this. But I just want to show you guys, so you can get a sense of, there's a lot going on here. I love to see this because this is good stuff for the industry. It's also good stuff in general. Hello.
Good morning.
I am checking this out, yes. I run a Twitch channel on story and narrative, so I'm sponsored by Cubicle 7 and Alligator Alley. And I don't...
RPGs on there?
That's a lot of what we, basically 4 or 5 campaigns there in the month, which is why I look at this and I'm like, oh God, I cannot take more games.
Yeah, Baker Street is going to be really episodic.
Okay.
So it's easy character creation. You can sit down and play.
Okay.
Run through a case, and then once the case is complete, you can put it back on the shelf. You don't have to get it back out.
These are one-shots, right? Yeah, I know, chat. I know. They're all like, don't do it. I'm like, because I'm already overloaded. I do love Sherlock Holmes, which is why I was looking at that. I'm in the Argent's library, so I wrote a story based on that for the anthology this year. So that's really neat.
We have several books supporting it. So in the original Baker Street book, this is everything for playing the game and running the game and creating characters.
Right.
There's one introductory case in here.
Okay.
After that, you've got 8 cases in each of the first 2 case books.
Okay.
7 more in case book 3. And then in Sherlock by Gaslight, this is our first source book. So this is half London source book, and in the back half you have a big Jack the Ripper campaign. So this is a 4 or 5 sessions of gameplay to get through.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So they're asking about the names. This is Fearlight Games, and they're asking about website and stuff. So where do they find more about you?
Fearlightgames.com.
Okay.
Find us on Facebook.
Okay.
We have a pretty big group of investigators.
Okay.
The game. We have all of our books available in PDF on drive-thru.
Okay.
All of our print Baker Street stuff is available through Alliance Distribution, so you can get it.
Okay. How's your response been at Origins so far this year?
Origins, we've been doing Baker Street at Origins for a few years now.
Okay.
We run over 100 hours of games. We sell out of Baker Street and have people come all weekend long asking if we're doing extra pickup games.
Yeah. And more cases, I assume. They're always trying to push you for more cases.
Facebook 3 is brand new.
Okay.
It is actually new here at the show, and it hasn't been added to the distribution list.
Well, I won't keep you, but tell me just quickly, give me a quick rundown on how does the system operate? Like, how driven is it by sort of player versus narrator? I'm just curious about like.
Well, the game is run by a mastermind.
Okay.
So that's your game master.
Okay.
The game master is going to put you in a scene and set it up. They're going to give you an option to find clues and things like that.
Yep.
It's a D6 system.
Okay.
But we throw in an icon die. And what happens with the icon die in a D6 system, normally 1s, 2s, and 3s are failures.
Okay.
In this case, if you roll the icon die and it comes up as a 1, a 2, or a 3, those are considered successes in that roll.
Okay.
Alright? If it comes up as a Dr. Watson, you get a success or a free assist action because it's Dr. Watson. He's very good.
Okay.
If it comes up as a Sherlock, you can choose any number you want to become a success.
Okay.
And then if you get a Moriarty result, dice that are not successful, subtract what it is.
So I'm sorry, subtract what? I didn't hear that.
A die that is not successful subtracts one that is.
Okay.
So in a way, we didn't want our investigators, this is set in Victorian London after Sherlock has disappeared over the falls.
Okay.
And we didn't want our investigators competing against Sherlock, but we wanted him to be part of the game.
Okay.
So when you roll the icon die and it comes up as a Sherlock result, that is one of our investigators recalling something that Sherlock did when he solved the case.
Okay.
Or maybe a Baker Street regular gives them some useful information and helps them.
Okay.
So it makes their role better.
Okay.
Or if Moriarty shows up on the icon die, it's not Moriarty himself, but maybe one of his plots or a minion that's increasing their timeline, and it makes it difficult.
Now, are there plans long-term to have campaigns where you eventually meet or see these iconic figures, or is that way down the line, or just never? You don't want to like.
I would prefer not to answer that question, as it may give too much away for future case books.
In no way would this go out on the internet immediately to a channel like that. Not at all.
I might suggest playing through some of the cases in Casebook 3 to give you a clue as to some of those icons.
Okay, to be able to sort of tick that up. That's great. I do remember having seen a little bit about this before. So you folks will be at Gen Con as well, I assume, or no?
We'll have some product there.
Okay. That's neat. So there you go, Chad. So Fearlight Games, they already listed it. So fearlightgames.com. If I start picking things up now, I will be overloaded before I get to my lunch, but I'll check this out a little bit later on. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, cool. So that's neat, chat. Sherlock Holmes. Check out the hat on your right. What hat on my right? What hat? Oh, and this is Thornwatch. That's Mike Selinker. Actually, who has been on here before. And this is Lone Shark Games. This is Thornwatch, which is, the illustrations are done by Mike Krahulik from Penny Arcade. And this actually looks pretty cool. I've seen stuff like that. Sorry. Hi Mike, how are you? I'll let you do. I'm talking with them. Let's see. So look at that. So this is really, really neat. See, the problem with these games though is that this one looks really, really cool. Okay, I'll check it out on the way back then, Echo. This stuff is really cool, but I don't know what's going to hit the table for me. I need it to be able to actually be played, and I have a feeling I'd bring this back and my family would be like, that's great, we will never play it because we don't, we have to do some other things. So.
Good, I got another day. That's all.
We got that. We've got Apocrypha. We got the Maze of Games. Anyway, Loan Shark does a lot of cool stuff, including Maze of Games. In fact, I'll bring you around here so you can see it. I had Mike on my show Speculate to talk about that book right there, The Maze of Games, which I have. He's nice enough to give me a signed copy of it. And there's a lot of really cool games that they put out and produce. These guys are just very steady. Mike did the Pathfinder Adventure card game, and they're just very steady and consistent. They've also done, they're doing this Ninth World game, which is based on Numenera, which is blowing up as well. So, yeah, that's exactly, Elias. That's the problem. Like, it's beautiful, right? But it's like, it's just not... It's not something which is, I've got to be very selective. I haven't bought anything here yet. It used to be I would go to one of these things and I wouldn't leave here with less than $150 a product, but it's just more and more, it has to be games that have a chance of being played by my family. And if they don't, you know, then we're sort of in trouble. So, you bought Ninth World nonstop? Also, Brahms, I saw that you said the thing about Emberwind. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that very much. Oh my God, D&D books. Freaking finally. Oh my goodness, I have been looking for D&D books the whole damn time. Oh, freaking fun. Okay, now the question is, can I, do they have the one out? I'm sorry, beg your pardon. Do they have the one, sorry. Now watch them not have the one that I need. The first time that I've actually had, I have these all already.
That's awesome.
Ooh, more to come. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Success. Freaking finally. Sponsored by D&D, and you can't find anyone who sells the bloody books. All right, good. Please note, Infinity and Beyond people, observe. That's what I'm talking about. You know what that's all about. You know what that's about. Strahd, hell yeah. About freaking time. Man, I seriously, like, the entire weekend have been looking for someone selling D&D books. And I finally found it. Thank goodness. Ah, so happy about that. Good. Thank God. All right, now the other thing I wanted to mention, by the way, is that for those of you who didn't hear this, Mike Stackpole is writing a Dark Souls novel. So it talks about the Dark Souls, the board game. So Mike is playing a Dark Souls novel, is writing a Dark Souls novel, which is going out in Japan first, which is pretty neat. So, yep, a Dark Souls book, Div. Now the real Dark Souls begins. So... And I love these. This thing right here, I love these adventure card game, but I want to play it digital, and I can't play it digital without having these other ones. Sorry, I'd like to get this. Sorry, I'm also streaming as we're buying, so.
That'll be $50.
Okay. Yep, they're actually going to reveal concrete lore. Yes, they are. 100%. Yeah, you missed that, Kilobyte. He's doing a novel in Dark Souls in that universe, which is going to be published in Japan. Brahms, that I can tell you that campaign at the moment is going to be full up because I have 5 out of the 6, and I have a couple people that are backed up after that. The other one that you mentioned about Emberwind, that is more possible, but the Strahd, unfortunately, Strahd is full up, my friend. Nothing personal. Plus I think your wife might object to you giving up your firstborn. I'm just saying, possibly. He will be big in Japan. That's exactly right. But yeah, it's interesting too because there's so much implied lore. Thank you. That goes on there. Sorry, this is me not being prepared. All right. Thank you. And I guess just email. I don't know if it has it in there or not.
It is not in there.
Okay. Give me just a second, chat. Oh, nope. Great, sir. Thank you very much. Do you have a bag by chance?
Yes. I do.
Sorry. Finally. Here you goes, chat. Your doom awaits right there. Your doom awaits.
That's
But look
awesome.
Yeah, I know. I've heard many good things about it. I've been looking everywhere for a place selling D&D books. I couldn't find
I've been told I'm the only one.
I don't get it. I was just like, what? You're sponsored by D&D and there's no books?
I don't understand that either, but hey.
Well, I'm glad you had them. So, all right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too. All righty. Yeah, and he said it's coming out in Japan first, and then I think it's coming out in Europe next, and then eventually it gets back to the US. So, anyway, that's what I heard about that. All right, now this one right here, Happy Salmon. This Happy Salmon game, I'm going to actually display it because my daughter plays this. I'm streaming on my Twitch channel. My daughter plays this, so. Oh, Monster. Oh, not Happy Salmon. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? What the hell? I'll watch while you're doing
So
it.
you start with 10 monsters all around the circular zilch puzzle. So these monsters have been coming and stealing donuts from Sprinkleton, and the mayor of Sprinkleton wants us to find them, locate them, and bring them in. It gives us descriptions with these dice that have a number and an attribute on them, like eyes or arms or legs. We're going to roll these. We're each going to try and put our finger on a monster that matches them. Just one per finger and one finger per person. 0 eyeballs! Oh, that guy has no eyeballs. Alright, so sometimes more than one people get them, sometimes one person gets them, sometimes no people get them. If there aren't any monsters that match that, you put your finger on the zilch press. You go ahead. You got 2 eyes. That's it. That's all there is. 3 eyes. Alright, so when you hit the zilch button, she gets this card as her payment, and then we put out 10 additional cards. And we keep going. 1 arm. That guy's 1 arm. Oh yeah, that's in here. No, that's arm.
Thanks very much, man. Thank you. Yeah, that didn't grab me very much. All right, so let's see. Let's cut across here. Let us cut across this way. Yeah, I don't know. It really wasn't grabbing me that much. All right. Now, some of the things that you get over here, and again, this is like Gen Con is like this times 5, okay? And I've actually walked through before. Oh, and I'll have to show Cubicle 7 again. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I got off track when I found the D&D books because I was so pumped up. But Cubicle 7 is over here. I'll show you guys. Should I do that first? I guess I'll do this here. I'll show you Cubicle 7 first. Cubicle 7 actually has a big presence here at Origins. And you can see for yourself. Here is Cubicle 7's booth. Here are all of these things. And of course, as you know, I'm going to be doing my Adventures of Middle-earth campaign on Tuesday. We'll be continuing. We've got the One Ring over here. And we've got all of this. Now, I actually have already in PDF, but I pre-ordered some of these print editions. So we've got that. We've got the Ariador Adventures and stuff. So they are pretty gorgeous. And over here, this is the part. I already have Lone Wolf. This is another one. I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, I love all of it. Look at it. Look at the glory of Lone Wolf. And I'm like, I could get that. The Realm of Sommerland. And they always have great art. But I'm just like, the problem is if I do that, I have Lone Wolf, but I got to at least start playing it before we get anywhere else. So we'll see. But yeah, it is pretty awesome. And then they have, for those of you, the Doctor Who fans, Doctor Who fandom, you've got all the Doctor Who books as well. So that's Cubicle 7's booth. But as I say, they've made a good presence here. Cubicle 7 has definitely made a good presence here. Okay. So now let's go over to booth 423. And we're going to see if we can find our friends from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Let's see if we can find those guys. So we've got Mistborn, the Dark Eye. Yep, there we go. There we go. You guys can see it for yourselves. There is Aspergenesis, the core manual. I do not, however, see Rich and Brian. Rich and Brian were here before. Excuse me. But this is them. Now, they came by to give me a copy of this yesterday. And you can actually see the cards that they've got there today that have been happening. How have you guys been moving these, the Aspergenesis books?
They've been selling great.
Have they? Yeah?
We sold out of the special edition.
Okay. Which is the one they had so far. Yeah, so that's what they had told me for. Thank you. That's what I had heard about it. So Sci-Fi comes to 5th edition, and yeah, this thing is amazing. As I said, when I actually showed you folks the copy that I have at home, like if you take a look at this, this is absolutely gorgeous, right? And on the back of this, again, I can't even explain to you guys how good this is. Like it's just so professional. But on the back here, if I can get to it, there we go. Look at this. Online streaming. A special thanks to Gregory Wilson for kicking off the official Aspergenesis Twitch stream, as well as the wonderful group of Pioneer players, Cat Rambo, Johnny Pittman, Louise Moore, Zach Clay. The EG Twitch can be found at www.twitch.tv/ArvinElleron. See that, people? We are Aspergenesis famous. So there they are. It's good stuff. Yep. So they put that in. That is us. And we're going to just continue with that, folks. We're going to have more of that as time goes on. Because... you know, the channel's about writing and about increasingly about role-playing, and it's good stuff, so I'm excited about that. All right, I'm also really excited that I got the damn book finally. I hadn't ordered it for a while because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be at Origins, I'll just pick it up there, and then it takes forever to freaking get it, so. Okay, now we're going to go get some food. I'm going to show you the North Market, and then I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you guys here. What do you guys think about these custom mats? Here you go, custom game mats. You guys can get whatever design you want for custom mats. Ooh, I wonder if we could get custom Arvin Elleron mats. Huh? Like custom Arvinaut maps? So they've got the Origins Game Fair game mat there, which is pretty sweet. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. These are really beautiful. Look at some of these. Look at these mats. These are really beautiful. Super cool. And they have more of them over here. Oh, snap. Look at this. These are 3x6 mats. Check these out. That is no joke. That right there is that mat is tall as me. Well, not quite. That mat is about 6 feet long. They're like game mats for, you know, you put like games and components on the table so that they don't roll off the table when you do them, I think, basically. But I don't know, actually, I mean, this mat, I guess that'd be good for, you know, Battletech stuff or whatever. But I can imagine Aspergenesis sort of being laid out here, you know, on this. So, yeah, it's the ones with the rubber underneath, yeah. You can actually see, like here, there's like a rubberized surface on the back. So it feels like a mouse pad. It's like a very, very large mouse pad. So... that's pretty cool. What's up, Shadow? Good morning. Excuse me. All right, here's Catalyst again. Here's the other side with Catalyst doing this stuff as well. And the various people involved at Catalyst. They've got value. Hey, how are you? They've got Dragonfire and stuff like that, which is going pretty quickly. And they've got the playtesting going on as well. That's WizKids. Some of you know WizKids. And over here, we've got Catalyst going on. And we've got Dragonfire, which is a good game. The problem with Dragonfire is, again, it's another game that never hits the table because it's just hard to get some of those games in there. Above and Below, which is a cool game, has been hitting the table a lot. So does Mysterium. Those games hit it, but just it's not sort of under normal circumstances. So, welcome to Knees of Origins. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. All right, here we go. Now we're out this way. So now we're going to head outside, folks. We're going to go over to the North Market. We're going to get some food. And then I'm going to let you find people go for the moment. So I'm going to be moving quickly here at times. You'll also get a chance to see the Pride Parade, I think, is still going on. It might have actually come to an end now, I don't know. But we'll see when we go out here. It is going to be like 89, so it's going to be hot in the big city. Nope, all right, we're good. It is warm out here. So now we are outside in beautiful downtown Columbus. I actually like Columbus. And you can see the North Market is right across the street there. I don't think there's a lot of that, Echo, to be honest with you. I don't think there's a lot of that. There aren't a lot of options to be able to snap this. So, but you can see lots and lots of people still here with the pride flags and everything. I think the parade is now over, but there's a lot of people still here. With this, you can see flags up on both sides. And yeah, they're very, very laid back. Big police presence here. There was supposed to be a counter protest. So you can actually see policemen right there riding up the street and sort of just in patrolling. Everyone seems to be in a pretty good mood, but there's definitely a heavy police presence. Because again, there was supposed to be a counter protest that was going to happen. I don't know if that's hairnet, but this area of Columbus is very, very much in pride conscious. And so, which is great, obviously. And so, yeah. So unfortunately, Echo, there's not a lot of parade going on right now, just sort of people going by. Yep. All right. You see two more of these guys. So there's definitely been a lot of police around going back and forth because they don't want problems. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Columbus is a very friendly city for that sort of thing, for pride consciousness, and so you can see a lot of people with rainbow bandanas and stuff like that. And I think it's neat that it always comes over the same weekend as the gamer conventions do. Like I said, a lot of people had ribbons of support, ally stuff was going on too. Yeah, Origins is a fun convention, Okiran. It's as I say, it's smaller than Gen Con, but in a way that gives you a little more space to move. I still prefer Gen Con because there's so much more that you can do, but Origins is great. I really enjoy Origins a lot. Okay, now we're entering the famous North Market, which has been around for a long time, and this is like one of my favorite places in Columbus because they just have incredible amounts of stuff that you can do, that you can buy here food-wise, which is a good thing. You can see positive buzz, a lot of stuff going on. Softcore than hardcore, yeah. Definitely Gen Con is intense. I mean, I would never deny that. All right, so now we are in the North Market, and you can see that there's actually two floors here. You got two floors on both sides, and then you've got on below, you've got markets, you've got Jenny's Ice Cream, which I haven't had yet. I do have to have that once before I leave here. Spices, but we are headed back to, I think, the Indian place. So we're gonna walk through here. And you can see there's a lot of rainbow bandanas, etc. This is where I ate yesterday. It was the pasta place. And the Indian place is this way. Flavors of India. You went to Gen Con when it had a SoCal edition. I don't think that happened much, did it? It was only one time maybe that happened? I don't remember, but this is, I think, the barbecue line, which I'm not interested in the barbecue. This is more crowded than the exhibit hall was. All right, let people go through. They go this way. This is where many, many years of trying to navigate through crowded convention hallways is helpful. Oh, it's 4 times for SoCal? Okay. Oh, well, see, I thought I had the line and I didn't. All right, now we have a decision to make, chat. I wanted to get Indian, but I'm not really looking forward to a line that long. That's problematic. All right, so maybe I won't do that. Let's see what we have as a plan B. I have not had this yet. These are this is the waffle place. So it's Belgian waffles. And they have crepes. They have actually savory and they have sandwiches. You can get it on a waffle. Do I want a waffle sandwich is the question. I don't know. Do I want a waffle sandwich? Oh, thanks, Okiran. Yeah, I'm used to it. Now check this out. This is what I'm talking about, people. I had a couple donuts here. This place is no joke. They have red raspberry, butterscotch, and sea salt. They got sprinkle red raspberry hibiscus, Dueling vanilla, cherry lime, cinnamon toast. Cinnamon toast. Chocolate toffee and honey lavender. Wow. I know. I've had them. I may need to get a cinnamon toast donut. Feast your eyes, chat. Feast your eyes. Honey lavender, chocolate toffee, cinnamon toast, cherry lime, red raspberry hibiscus. How many times do you have a red raspberry hibiscus? There are no raisin donuts, Shadowed, because raisin donuts are the donuts of the devil.
I want a red.
Everyone seems to be in a good mood today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Try something new. I'll tell you what I'm going to try. It's called cinnamon toast donut. I am tempted to try the red raspberry hibiscus, but these are expensive. That's the only problem. This is $3 a donut. So this is not something I would normally get most of the time because $3 is a lot of money to pay for a donut. But cinnamon toasted raisin would not make it better. You're wrong about that. You are incorrect, Shadowed, although I love you, but still, love you like a brother, but you're wrong about that. I had the dueling vanilla before, those are good. And I had butterscotch and smoked sea salt, and those are good. But the cinnamon donut I'm gonna get because the cinnamon roll up there is not gonna be available, I bet. They're gonna be sold out again. And I still have to get food, and so I'm hoping that the sandwich up there will be possible. Hi, can I get one of the cinnamon toast donuts, please? Yeah. All right, I'm getting a cinnamon toast donut. You would get the red raspberry hibiscus, well, I'm sure you would.
It's gonna be $3 for you.
All right. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay. Somehow have to put this in while streaming and do this with my left hand. And for the record, I am not left-handed. All right. Success. And I should have gotten that. Oh, I don't want to leave the donut. Okay. I got the cinnamon toast donut. We will have that later, but we have a goal first, chat. We got to see if they have cinnamon rolls, and if they're not sold out of them, awesome. And if they are, then it's just my luck. So these guys' cinnamon rolls are good, but I can never get them because they're always gone. Oh, I see them. They are not sold out yet. Amazing. All right, you're still here. That's great. Now see, I just want you guys to see, we got cinnamon raisin walnut down here, which is an example of what happens when people add raisins for no reason. There's no reason for that to actually happen. Okay, enjoy your pizza, Echo. I still have a few poor people that keep giving me odd looks when they see don't seem to be talking to anyone, and then they see the phone, they're like, oh. So there you go, Shadow. Here's what you would eat. Cinnamon raisin and walnut. Yeah, it's from Princess Bride. My daughter is left-handed, so cinnamon raisin walnut. There you go. That's for you, Shadowed. Please observe as I do not take any of those because they are the devil's food. But they do have the cinnamon rolls there. Thank goodness. Why do I hate raisins? Because they are failed grapes, Okiron. Because they are grapes that did not make the cut. That is why. Cinnamon twist. It's actually gaming and fantasy and science fiction, not comics. There are some comics there, but yeah.
All right. I saw the necklace.
Oh yeah. I'm talking with my folks on Twitch actually, so it's all very nerdy and yeah, good stuff.
I like it. And it's still going on right now.
Still going right now. Yep. We just got out. I'm in the author portion of it, and so we just got out for lunch and crossed over. I guess it's in between the parade. I guess so we were able to get across.
a portion of it that you don't have to maybe get into that you can kind of just dabble?
There may be, yeah, there's stuff outside the exhibit hall, but once you get into the exhibit hall, you have to. But you can get single day tickets, and it's fun. It's kind of its own experience. There's lots of game stuff, board game stuff, very focused on that. But there's a lot of authors that are there too, and it's kind of fun.
How much is a single day?
I don't, it's a good question. I don't remember. It might be $30. I don't remember. 20.
Get away out of my threshold.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, it's fun times though. If you're able to do it.
Yeah, I do like that. Sorry, I'm trying to do a reach. It was a spontaneous thing.
I understand when there's Shibata. I get it. I totally get it.
I've always known about Twitch, but I only kind of like right now. Do you have followers? Is
Yep.
that it?
Yep. I have viewers right now that are watching and all that.
What's this? Yeah.
Yep. So they're watching. I'm bringing them over with me to the North Market, and then I'll let them go and eat my lunch. But see, guys, I'm spreading the Twitch gospel even here. See, look, even now, people, the rolls are starting to disappear, and I'm in line, so it's a good thing. Hi, can I get one of the cinnamon rolls, please? Those don't have raisins, right? Good. See, chat? Don't. Do you see the don't? Do not have. Victory is right, Ladybird. God's food. Look, see, best breakfast in Ohio. Food Network magazine, best breakfast in Ohio. That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is real good. I see, I got this and the cinnamon toast donut. No reaching for raisins, nope. All right, give me a second.
Hi. Banana croissant, a blueberry scone, and sweet rustic.
20. Sorry, just want to get rid of my change. Okay, so there's 25 and 50. No, it's okay. Thanks. Thank you very much. You too.
Has he helped you, sir?
I've been helping.
Hi.
All right.
Whatever you said.
Go. Lovely. All right. So much for that. Okay, now we're gonna eat here, I think, Chad. I'm gonna grab something from here. I'm gonna get one of their sandwiches. So I'm gonna slide into the line here. And we're gonna wait. Arv's Adventures with Coins, that's right. So here we go. We got a whole lot of pride. You online? Okay. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on here. And I'm gonna zoom back over it. You can see it's just a very cool atmosphere to this place. I don't know, there's sort of a general feeling of just friendliness and happiness around here, which I think is neat. And it's funny now because you got the folks who are here for the Pride Parade, and then you've got some other folks who are here for Origins. So you've got a lot of people here for both.
Excuse me.
That is the deal. All right. Okay, I'm going to jump back this way. So you folks can see as I'm waiting to actually get some food. So I've got in my cursive strut, I've got cursive strut, I've got cinnamon toast, I've got the cinnamon roll. So I've got everything you could possibly want right here. And so right now we're waiting in line to actually order my sandwich. I could go down there. I really wanted to have Indian, but the line is too long. So instead we're going with this, which is fine. Yeah, exactly. Now to find the armor and the weaponsmith, yeah. Exactly. But this place has been around here for a long time, and I've always liked the North Market. Normally, I actually have come here sometimes on the way back from Gen Con with my family. We'll sometimes stop here just for lunch on the way back. I am streaming on my phone, yep. Yes, I am, Okaran. I'm using a portable battery pack because the battery was out otherwise. Hold on a second. So yeah, I'm streaming on my phone. I think the quality is not bad. I'm using data to do this, so.
I don't know what my ticket is. Wait, do I have my phone? I had it. Oh, you do? Wait, I don't think you do.
All right. Now, I think what I'm going to get, guys, is, let me reverse this. I think I'm going to be getting, see that Katzinger's Reuben up there? So it's corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese on Russian dressing. But what I want to get instead of that is I want to get turkey instead of hot corned beef. And I don't love sauerkraut, so I basically need to ask if I can adjust this. That's why I have unlimited data, Shadowed, for exactly that reason. And every so often they see it and they go, "Hoo!" And I'm like, well, I don't do this every day, but so much delicious food. Oh, I know, man. I haven't even shown you the fresh cheese. We've got the Thai and Tibetan and Vietnamese food over on the other side. So, yep. Chicken salad. All right, we're gonna see if they're able to do this. They also have soup, matzo ball soup. That's special as well. All right. Hello. I wanted to get the Reuben, but I wondered if it was possible to get it with turkey instead of corned beef. Is that possible?
You got the number 16, which is just like a turkey Reuben. Instead of coleslaw, instead of sauerkraut, it's coleslaw.
It's coleslaw? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Is it possible to get like really, maybe like only one slice of cheese though? Like real light on the cheese on the sandwich? Can you tell them that?
I can give, normally it is one slice of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Half a slice.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. This guy knows where it's at. All right. All right. You're crying, sobbing into your keyboard. Yeah, I know it's delicious food. I can't, $11.95? I can't help that. There you go. If I could get a receipt for that, that'd be great too, please. Should have gotten a banh mi. Yeah. Well, the lines on these places were too long, so instead I'm going to get a delicious sandwich. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Okay, so here we go, guys. Notice pickles. We got dill, we got garlic. So we're going to get a dill pickle here. I'm going to do this all one-handed because that's my dedication to all of you people. All right. Here we go. Now we open this with one hand. Okay. And now we draw forth from the pickle barrel. We draw forth the pickle. Oh. Pickle. All right. Okay. All right. I'm a little concerned about how. I think this will be okay. Okay. So here we go, and then we pick up over here. And you guys can see we got, this is just for you, Brahms, bacon, bread. That's fresh bacon right there. You can see they're working over there on the food. This is just for Brahms. Placing down my pickle. I don't know what the effect of pickle is on electronics, but I'm assuming it's not good. And see, down here, you've got Mexican right up there. You've got, farther down there, you've got various pretzels and dips. So you got everything you could want there. And down this side, of course, You've got babies. I mean, you got everything. You have everything you could possibly want is right here. See, Brahms, you're feeling bad about the food. I'm missing my kids. Is what happens. I'm missing my son, my daughter. Will I get any gaming in? I will get some gaming in, Okiran. I'm hoping to do some of that tonight. Yes, and I'm hoping to be able to. Get some gaming done, and I'm hoping to be able to stream some of it this evening. Some live board gaming, I hope. But I wanted to make sure I did this today because I wasn't sure if I would stream tonight. I'm trying to. I think I'll be able to, but I don't know for sure. So, yep. Oh man, I'm really happy I got the Curse of Strahd book, except that having to carry it over here means that I've got this huge book weighing down my while I'm holding the phone, and also like, yeah. There we go. Oh, you can actually see, chat, that's actually being made live and in living color and in person. You can see over there they've got the panini on there that they're doing. These poor people continue to look around and wonder why I'm talking randomly into space when I'm actually talking to you folks. I know the look, I've seen it before. I got the sausages up here. All right, he's making the honey mustard thing. More bacon.
She was doing some bubble tea.
I'm glad I'm your kind of crazy, Shadow. As long as I'm someone kinds of crazy. Oh, I just saw that, Laterberg. It puckers the USB port. That's good. I see what you did there. And I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter. Man, what time is it even? It's 1 o'clock. Okay, good. Good stuff, good stuff. That's fine. So we'll pick up the sandwich here, folks, and then we'll head out the other direction. And when I get outside, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to head back and have my food. And then I will talk to you wonderful people, hopefully tonight. Like I say, I'm going to try to stream a couple board games. And then, of course, next week, Tuesday, I am back as normal with Adventures in Middle-earth. So. And let me know, by the way, if you guys get anything that you saw today, like the Baker Street stuff, or any of the stuff that you saw that I was showing. Please let me know, because it's helpful to let them know and let them know that sort of the channel has that connection and that people see it and then get it. I saw Brahms talking about Emberwind, and I really appreciate that. That sort of thing is really helpful for the channel when you let them know that you saw it here. And it's about connections, right? It's about making connections with people. So, oh, there we go. You see that? One of those sandwiches is ours, chat. I'm pretty sure it's not that one. Thank you, Okiran. All right, now we have ours. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this pickle in this.
Gregory?
That's me. Is that the turkey, Reuben? Thank you. All right. Can I do this all one-handed is the question, chat. Sorry, thank you. There we go.
Jordan?
Right, okay. Let's head out this way. I'm gonna go past some folks as we do. Pretzels. Lots of pretzels, we're not getting any of that today. We're gonna go back to the artisanal cheeses area in just a second here. So we got this going on. Notice all the artisanal cheeses that we've got. Adopt a cheese, baby. Cheese, 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 cheese. Now, if they had cheese curds, problem is the cheese curds is that I don't know I'm going to get them into a refrigerator, and I can't eat them all now, or my gallbladder is going to say, hey, guess what? You can't do that without consequence. Fahrenheit 513 dark chocolate. Fahrenheit Prohibition milk chocolate, 63 Moroccan dark chocolate, 80% San Martin dark chocolate. Oh man. Bean to bar. This is good stuff, guys. Good stuff. And then for those of you who like the sauces, I'd like you to note Chili's Championship Chili Salsa Hot Sauce. So this is just every conceivable kind of hot sauce you could possibly have. Sorry that the phone is shaking, but I'm holding it with like my hand while holding other things. Oh god. Whoop, that was almost dropped my phone. That would have been not fun. There we go. So, man, that is a lot of spices. And then on this side, we've got all the different kinds of sauces. We've got medium, extra hot. Please use spoons. And then we got this, the Reaper super hot salsa. That's what I want, is food that sounds like I'll die when I eat it. That's what I'm interested in. We got wines here on the right. Fresh meats on the left. You can just see it's just a place that just has tons of this stuff. And we've got Jenny's, which always has a huge line. And I may have Jenny's maybe tonight, but not here. There's another Jenny's that's down the street. And I'm certainly not going to try to carry ice cream while also maneuvering this. All right, guys. So, I love you all. You're great. Thank you. But I'm going to let you guys go because the time has come. The time has come for me to eat. So, I am going to let you folks go. I hope you enjoyed this trip through Origins and spending a little while with me. And I will be back to you guys, as I say, hopefully this evening. I hope so tonight, but I will definitely be back, of course, on Tuesday, but I hope I'll be able to be here tonight and chat more with you stuff as well. But I'm going to head over now and not try to maneuver the convention hall with my book, my lunch, and you. So I will be there soon. Thank you guys all so much. Don't forget to follow everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the stream. Please spread the word about stuff, okay? And I will see you folks later on tonight. But you guys are awesome. I'll take you out with the last shot of Columbus. Columbus as we walk on by. Thanks, guys. Spread the word. I'll see you guys soon. Love you all. Bye for now.